Hey, good morning. Well, or good day, good wherever you're at. Good time to be here. Welcome to Korean Natural Farming Office Hours with myself, Drake. Got an hour of asking questions, and or if we don't have enough questions, or you just want to chill out and not know anything that you want to know, but you just want to know what I know, we're going to go over some Madaj again today. We've been doing that for 2024. It's been fairly good. Glad to be here today. Missed last week. I mean, it was Easter. Not that I missed it. I did other things besides doing the office hour, so felt like forever and a day ago when being here. So hopefully people tune in. Hopefully it's all live and everything, and we're good. You know, take a week off, lose half your audience. Good fun. Cool. Well, before we dive into that and before we get into the whole office hour, as always, we'll start with a bit of higher wisdom here. And so let's do that today. Sup, Mark? Glad you're in the house, brethren. Today, here's a fitting one. Oppression or exhaustion. An unavoidable time of adversity. Quiet strength ensures a later success. It is a time of oppression and exhaustion. None of us escape such moments. They are simply a part of living. By meeting them in the correct spirit and cheerfully bending instead of breaking, you weather the adversity and meet with success at a later time. Inferior elements, either in oneself or another, or the larger world, interfere now to restrain the superior person. It is foolish to fight against the restraint. Success is simply not possible now. Rid yourself of the desire to progress and return to neutrality and acceptance. The stubborn pursuit of results will bring misfortune. With others, quietness and equanimity are the watchwords of the moment. Say little, say it gently. A similar reticence and gentleness should be applied to yourself. Do not lapse into impatience or mistrust of the deity. Accept that the creative often works in a way that we cannot see or understand. A feeling of despair or depression is a sign that you're holding to a false belief. To perpetuate an untruth about yourself or another, or the sage, blocks your own happiness. Root out and remove any idea or attitude which causes negative feelings. By opening your mind, quieting your heart, and calmly holding to proper principles, you make it possible for the creative to eliminate the oppression that currently exists. So, yeah, it's always fun when it talks about reticence, and then it's like, I do this office hour where primarily it's talking. I guess, just STFU? I get, one thing, I have this little guy here. He chills up on my, just to the left of the thing, but he's always saying STFU MF. He just sits there. Like, I think this is, I got this little guy in Korea. This little dude here. See him? He's just in his little STFU, bro. I'm telling you. But he always sits over there, just right over there, and he's chilling. It's just like STFU, man. But it comes from a set of little guys where there's the STFU guy. There's the and then there's the guy like this. Right, it's like the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, right? But these are these little Buddhist Korean dudes sitting there. And so I just got the STFU guy because, hearing evil, and seeing evil, it's like, But speaking evil, that'll get you in trouble. Hate speech, MFs. You can't even say anything anymore. So what's up? We got Goof in the house. What's up, Goof? New York. You know, holding it down for Jay-Z and the crew. And Mark's in Oregon at the moment. Hope everyone's doing double extra groovy. I hope so too, man. Great, groovy as gravy. So yeah, it's good to see you. Good to see Dirty the Grower. Looks like a new person. I don't know if I've seen you in here. Cheers. Cheers to you too. You know, cheers the air beverage. Yeah. So glad you guys are here. Getting into the flow. We got our Sunday show. I did have a question. Well, actually, I had two things. One. I just got a question from a friend. He just texted me this. So, I'll go over this question because I just answered him really briefly, and I'm not gonna say who it is, but somebody was saying, "Aloha. I am just thinking. Are you really? And I've no one to bounce it off, as my brothers aren't akamai about the subject. Terpenes. Mine are really nice. I've noticed other people don't develop them as much, and I credit my beds with dynamic, robust living soil. If I wanted to help create an even more terped up reality, well, I've heard about chitin. I think he's saying chitin. And I've heard it's like sweetness or bricks, and you pump it up big K. And you pump up big K. I think maybe it's saying potassium. Oh, maybe the chitin pumps up big potassium? I don't know. Anyway, some people feed sugar water at the end. I've favored tossing a pile of mangoes around each in the last few weeks, but I think there is a more holistic idea I'm missing. What do you think? Well, so if you're talking about, and I just tell him to watch this episode because I tried to text him back and I was like, I text him back. I hate texting, by the way. If you text me, just realize I hate it. And I'm probably not going to text you back very much because I'm really bad at it. And I just don't like it. If you want some answer, call me. I'll answer you. Let's talk to you on the phone. It'll be done. Otherwise, I'm there. Text it. It's a waste of time. Texting is a waste of time. Unless you're sending very specific information for things and not writing poetry or trying to explain a huge question as writing a novel. If you're writing more than 5 words in a text, it is too long. Okay. Anyway, each person has their own opinion. Some people love texting. If you call them, they're like, "Ah." But me, just call me. If you want to just call, I'll answer. Or better yet, ask the office hours if you're asking me a question about natural farming, and put it in KFF Support, and you will find that. So I replied back, has to do with plant secondary metabolites, which are produced by healthy plant and intact biome, but can also be transferred via plant juices. So that is a very terse answer because it was more than 5 characters of text, and I probably wouldn't have texted him. I should just, next thing I'll just text him back, call me, bro. Because anyway, but the question is about increasing terpenes, which are plant secondary metabolites. So let us first, before we get into this, let us just go here and get this one like this and go over here and first look up terpenes to see, and we'll just go to the least favorable site out there, the most fake news if possible, Wikipedia. Terpenes are a class of natural products consisting of compounds with the formula C5H8N. I don't know what the N is. And for N greater or equal to 2. Okay, so it means they're carbon hydrogen atoms in that configuration multiplied. Terpenes are major biosynthetic building blocks comprising more than 30,000 compounds. These unsaturated hydrocarbons, oh my gosh, don't tell America, they're going to invade, are produced predominantly by plants, particularly conifers. So if you want to boost those terps, ferment your conifers. Although I heard conifers make you paranoid, so be careful. In plants, terpenes and terpenoids are important mediators of ecological interaction. Oh, you know what? You guys need to put my mouse on so you can see where I'm reading. Of ecological interactions, while some insects use some terpenes as a form of defense. So, I don't know what it means by interactions. Biological interaction, okay. I don't know. Anyway, other function of terpenoids includes cell growth, modulation, and plant elongation, light harvesting, photoprotection, and membrane permeability and fluidity control. Okay, terpenes are classified by the number of carbons. There's monoterpenes, sequestered terpenes, diterpenes as examples. And turpentine has a bunch of terpenes in it. So, you want to boost your terpenes, put turpentine on it. I don't think that's what he's talking about. So here, I think this is more what he's talking about. Terpenes are also a component of some traditional medicines, hint, hint, such as aromatherapy and an active ingredient in pesticides in agriculture. So if you're unfamiliar with that, that is what terpenes are. They do a whole lot of little things, obviously, biological functions. They're steroids are derivatives of the tetraterpene squalene. Terpenes and terpenoids are primary consistents of essential oils of many plants and flowers. Plant disease resistance, attracting pollinators, as well as plant communication. I think what he's most interested in is the aromatherapy aspect of this. So anyway, that's what terpenes are, if you were unfamiliar. But how to get more of them in your plant to create interesting aromatherapy, right? One way is that if I look over here, let's see, I'm going to pull up the book, because the book has most of the answers in it. It's just like how to use it properly to pull it up. And so I'm going to pull up the book. I'm going to bring it over here. And I'm going to go back like this. I'm going to go back to this. So you can see the book. So here's the book. We're at the book. The book, available at kfsupport.com. The book. This is a recipe book. So we will go down to here. Here, scroll down to the formulas. So we have the 9 vital solutions of Master Cho. We'll come down to these solutions. And one of the main things, if you want to increase your terpenes, is number 1, having good microbes in the soil, right? You have good microbes in the soil, you have diverse beds. They're going to be able to find these odd chemicals, carbon, hydrogens, whatever, bring them into the plant. And also I've heard the terpenes, which are plant secondary metabolites, are only developed once you kind of have your healthy plant in there. So microbes are going to bring that balance, bring that health. It's probably why his beds are doing better than his buddies, is he has probably good microbes in his soil. So number 1, got to have good soil. But number 2 is you can apply food. So if you use fermented plant liquid, and you ferment from things where have these terpenes, like he was mentioning putting mangoes around the beds or around the roots of his plants during the last few weeks. Yeah, maybe. It sounds like you're going to actually rot those things and get a bunch of fruit flies and create more problems than it's worth. You're better off to make a fermented plant liquid, which I call KFF food, from those mangoes, and then spray it directly onto your plants in the last few weeks for sure, if not throughout the entire life cycle. So building KFF foods from things that have the terpene profile that you want. So you can transfer those things over. They come out in the fermentation process. They'll be water soluble, then you can spray it onto the plants you want, and creating different foods. So know what terpene profile you're looking for, ferment those things, and then use it. The other thing I would say is that these medicines here, number 5, the medicine, which is, tinctured medicinal herbs from different things, could also affect your terpene profile, but it helps the plant's metabolism to grow and to then develop and be healthy and robust and make these things available. So I would say that the tinctured medicinal herbs are also a good thing. He was also talking about the big K or something, which is phosphorus, right? No, potassium. K is potassium. Is it? Every time I get messed up. It's like NPK, and it's like, why did they name it? It's potassium. It is KOH, potassium hydroxide. It's potassium. Wait, yeah, it is potassium. Well, okay, so in your food is also going to have a lot of potassium. Yeah, and mangoes have myrcene, right? We all want myrcene, not MRSA, but myrcene. Yeah, potassium. KOH, potassium hydroxide. Yeah, K is potassium. Potassium. Oh, gotta remember that. P is phosphorus. K is potassium. So potassium is, but these, including calcium in there, the reproduction while it's reproducing is going to help deliver these things, as well as seawater. Okay. So these are your main ones. You want to increase terpenes towards the end. You're going to have minerals, reproduction, calciums. You're going to have your foods, and you're going to have your medicines, okay? And your microbes are already a given, okay? So with those, I'm just looking at this, and I'm just going to say these are the ones. Now let's go cruise down to the actual prescriptions, and we're going to look at this harvest formula right here, right? So this harvest formula is used in the last 2 weeks before harvest. This formula stresses the plant out a bit and prepares it to transfer the energy, most of their energy, to the fruits, causing higher sugar contents and longer shelf life for fruit. Okay, that's what the harvest formula. So let's go look at that. The harvest formula down here is right here. And what does it have in it? OMG, it has food, it has medicine, it has minerals, and it has reproduction. Isn't that what I just said? I just looked at the other list and I was like, these are the things that are going to be most important. Now we come down to the harvest period. This is used in the last 2 weeks to do this. This is exactly what it says, right? So by naming the things this way, food, medicine, minerals, reproduction, I don't know, maybe it's helpful, maybe it's not. This is exactly what's in this formula right here. You don't need to be cleansing it out. You don't need extra structure. Definitely don't need fuel or nitrogen in this last bit. And you don't need protectors per se, unless you already have disease, which you should have dealt with that ahead of time. And the microbes are assumed to be in your soil. But you spray this directly on your plant. And what food do you make? The food with the terpene profile you want. Like carrots. Carrots are a great thing. Mangoes, mangosteens, conifer leaves if you want to paranoia out your customers. What else? Banana fruits. Durian if you really want to have people be think they're smoking turds or something. To pick your foods and combine up to 3 of them. Especially in these are especially important in this stage where you're doing this harvest, that these are fruits. You don't really want to pick comfrey during this time. Maybe you do, but you don't want to use the growing tips. You want to use food made from fruits, especially with the terpene profile you're looking for. The plant secondary metabolites your customers crave, or maybe I say customers, your connoisseurs, your consumers. I don't know what's all those words seem bad. Your friends crave. Let's say friends. Let's leave it at that. But that is the answer here for this, and that is how you do it. You don't just take a bunch of mangoes and pile it at the bottom of your plants. Oh, that's where the termites are coming from. They're actually in the roof above me. Interesting. Okay, because there was some termite crap on my desk. I'm like, where the hell is this coming from? And termite just fell from the roof, so I know where they are now. Gotta get those guys. Some sulfur on them. Anyway, so yeah, so this is the way, like, and if you've been growing for a while, you probably know these things. Adds, and then Goofman is saying it adds a new level to Stinky Buds. LMAO. Lemao. No, we should name a KNF input LMAO. That would be a good one. Because then we could be like LOL, yeah, just reappropriate all the other acronyms that are out there. Laughing my butt off. LMBO. Yeah. LMBO. Yeah. So these are the things. This is, and if you know, and if you don't know, you can always become a member of the Pure KNF Foundation. You can become a member here. And as you go here, look, I put a new menu up. Oh, look how sweet that is. But under menu membership, you can go here and you can check out the micro documentaries. And you can hear directly from the brethren of the brethren, Reverend Logan Silsley. Sorry to mispronounce your name. Reverend Logan, and learn all about KNF Ganja. And he is a legend when he talks about this. And he talks all about this. So only for members, like if I click on this and I'm not signed in, it tells me this content is for associate membership only. So you got to join now or log in if you are a member. But you can check it from the man himself, learn all about this. And I encourage you, pureknf.org, and go become a member. Just go right here and hit join right that. Go here, fill out your stuff, and submit and check out, and you will then be a member, and you will get access to that from the man, not just me, myself, promising you this, but actual access, and access to our monthly membership meeting, which this month we are interviewing Royal Flush Farms. We got Spencer, Earl, and maybe Yarrow in the house. Coming to talk to us. Probably they do cannabis at their farm, so maybe a little bit more about this even. I don't know. Not that we're just like this type of things, but farming people, and people make money growing this, and they grow stuff that's just like off the hook where their brethren can't even imagine before they were smoking cardboard, yo. Anyway, and learn about that. So, not in all applications, not that we just want to be like focusing on cannabis, but here I am with this question coming to me, and I'm pretty sure that's what he's talking about. Not going to give his name, but I'm pretty sure that's what he's talking about. So anyway, going to Spencer's birthday party today. It's Spencer's birthday, by the way. Yeah, bless up, Spencer. I'll get in touch with him after. Yeah, this little thing here. And he's gonna be there this week. I think the meeting. Let me see. When is the meeting? Does it say? It says here monthly meetings. Does it say? It will not say that for if you're not a member. But if I log in, it'll tell me. It's there's a whole. Also, if you been working on this, so if I do log in, oh, that happened quick. If I do log in here. Oh, you guys aren't even looking at my screen. But if I do log in, now there's actually an associate membership page. And so we can give you news, updates, things about the monthly meetings. And if I do check out the monthly meeting here this month's, it's April 14th, Sunday, April 14th. We're going to be meeting Royal Flush Farms from Nyssa, Oregon. And then you can also check out our past monthly meetings. So more than just the office hours, there's actually these monthly meetings where it's beyond just me, and it's going like this one last month. We now have it up where it is, you can listen to Tomer, hear from our members. Now it looks like me again, but no, it's not. Yeah, Tomer here, listen to him talk about his experience and how good things are. Let's get him where he's smiling. There we go. Good Tomer smile for y'all. And hear all this. So again, join. Not that I'm just like endlessly hammering and promoting this, but if you're interested in more and you really want to get the good secrets, I'm just trying to get people to join, because it's a good thing. It's good for you. It's good for us. It's good for everybody, and help support this show as well. Pure KNF Foundation. Thanks. Anyway, I'm going to move on from that, but Anyone else have any other questions? We got that. Any questions in here? Am I still spraying with the drones? That is a good question. I've been working on this hydroelectric project, and it's been taking a lot of my time up, and so I haven't gotten to the drone. The things are feeling it. I need to be doing it. We just, speaking of, formed a committee within the Pure KFF Foundation to actually get it into a committee. So we have the Growbot and Technology Committee, and so now we actually have accountability within the foundation, because before it was just kind of this thing that we did that was hanging Chad, and now we actually have accountability. And so if you are a member, you will hear about the drone update of what we got going. But I've been just, there's only so much one can do with time and energy and efforts and everything. And I've been just slamming on a project for infrastructure for the farm, and also working on designing a few classes for Oahu. So if you're on Oahu and you're interested in KFF, that's happening. And then also trying to organize, I'm going to Maui maybe on the 20th, maybe not. Trying to organize teaching around the state, which has been, there's only so much I can do in my day of what I'm doing. But trying my best. Haven't been able to get the drone up. Plus the weather's been really bad. It's Merry Monarch here. I don't know if you know about that. It's a huge Hawaiian hula festival. And it almost always rains because they pick Ohialehua. And when you do that, it rains. It's just somehow interlinked that way. But the connection failed. Let's see, connect here. Okay, yeah, so let's see here. I'll show you a little bit of if there's any other questions. Otherwise, I'll get into the majab. I'm not, But no, this is what. Let's see. Put this over here. Put that like that. So this is what I've been doing. Been down in this river. I think you can see it. Can see it, yeah. It's playing off another hard drive, so. But yeah, my little pooch is running around there. But I've been installing pipe and walking through. Let's see. Is there a thing? Let's see. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. I don't know. It's skipping because it's pulling from a network drive. But I've been joining these flanges together. So, using, that's a come along, pulling them together, joining these flanges. And, so sometimes if you don't have power, then you can't really farm, and so we need more power on the farm. It's not that we don't have any power, it's that you always need more power, it seems. But hopefully this will double our capacity. So here's another video. This is basically what I've been doing. Let's see, skip into this a little bit, but using a torque wrench for a good time, bolting things together. So anyway, if you are, if you're into farming and you really got a big farm, then you understand that most of what you do, I mean, some part of what you do is farming. Most of it's like fixing machines, building infrastructure, putting out fires, taking care of animals, and try to stay on it with everything. But it's more of like disaster control than it is of any schedule for anything, I tell you. But if you're, so anyway, we got all that. We did all that. Good. Share a little bit about what I'm up to. But why not? Since no more other questions. There probably are other questions. Let's see. Let's just quickly go check out KFF Support and see what's going on there. And people have been asking me about classes, and I have not put up any classes. Oh, there's a Zola farming. Natural solutions for soil test. I bet you did the Goofman answer this one? Let's see. Yeah, Goof already beat me to it 2 weeks ago. Compost is a very good place to start. Man, Goof, epic. You're awesome. Look how good this answer is. It's like it's way more than I would have texted. No, I don't mind typing long things on the keyboard. But look at this. They gave the whole recipes here. And yeah, I don't know. They were at what they were asking about. Yeah, flower farm in Florida. Wow. Yeah. No, here, this is a great answer. Look at this. So they're asking natural solutions for soil test help, you know, and how to solve those problems. So, you know, KFF Support, great resource. Goof on it. Thanks for answering that. These other ones, I guess, you know, I'll have to get here and put these in. But making poor soil, this was an interesting question. You know, we went over this the other day. You know, so if you're interested, more questions, more answers, things like that, KFF Support, do that. And but otherwise, if let's see, is it Madaj time? It's Madaj time. Oh my gosh! So first thing first is turn off this portrait, and then let's celebrate Madaj properly with some balloons. Yeah, maybe a few fireworks. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a laser. Sorry. And fireworks. Is there fireworks? I thought there was. Fireworks. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah. It's time for Madaj. Wow. Let's maybe a few hearts. Does it? Yeah. Yeah. And a couple thumbs up. So if oh, it's raining. Confetti. Someone better clean that up. Anyway, yeah, let me just get away from that. I just had too much fun. It's Madaj time. Oh, and you can see Master Cho. He's not blurry anymore. Yay! Everything comes from Master Cho. No, not everything. And then I also had a question from Chris Anthony. He's a member, but I get back to him later. He texts me a long message, and I'm like, just call me, bro. So Madaj, Gingmurf. Clean that gravel. Oh. No, I think it's Jadam Organic Farming. I'm just trying to read it backwards and I'm not very good at it. But, you know, it's open source. It's good. And here is this amazing book. If you don't have a copy, perhaps considering buying one. Well worth it, I would think. So easy. So easy. Sese. Simple, easy, scientific, and effective. Sese. Or you could say it's the C's. Yeah, I got the C's. Simple, easy, effective, and scientific. So if you want to trust the science, so let's see. I was going to start the other day. I jumped into this. We covered a bit of the solutions. We covered a bit of the things. We covered the history. We covered all kinds of stuff. It's been a great year for this. It's been a great year. Oh, and last time we covered rice bacchanae disease. You remember that? And this was before Easter, guys. This was like 2 weeks ago now at this point. Because, man, time flies. It's like half a month already. It's been gone since then. It's already April. Oh, my gosh. Welcome to April. Hopefully your year's going well. Do you want to do a collaborative educational weekend on Oahu, Haleiwa, Let It Grow Farms? Yeah, sure. Sure, I'd be up for doing Oahu stuff. I'm looking for some contacts up there, and I'm doing some things. Oahu right now has a bunch of money that they got over from COVID, so they're still laundering money into the economy. You wonder why inflation keeps going up? It's because this money that was the trillions of dollars that was printed in 2020, 2021, it's printed in 2020, is still filtering into the economy. That's why, you know, inflation is still so rampant. They're still laundering money into the economy. Anyway, so we covered rice bacchanae disease. Basically, the solution for rice bacchanae disease, we'll just recap a little bit, is 5 liters of jadam sulfur. And you mix that into 500 liters of water. So that's a 1 to 100 ratio. If you want to scale it to any size, it's 1 to 100. You mix the sulfur in with the water, and then you leave the seeds in there for like 48 hours for rice. And it's probably, if things sprout faster, it's probably less. But you leave them in there for a while, and then you wash it off with clean water, and then you sow the seeds. And it says if you have thick skin, you would use it, I think, 1 to 75 or 1 to 70 ratio. 1 to 70 ratio if they have thick skinned. So anyway, those are the things. We covered that though. So go back to the past episodes, KFF Support, office hours, past episodes, or just click below, subscribe, hit the bell, bro, hit the bell. Like every YouTuber always says that. If you've already hit the bell, don't hit it twice. QE is BD. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. They're still printing money. Bad. Yeah. QE is bad. Quantitative easing is bad. Yeah, right. Let's just earn our money legitimately instead of printing it and diluting everyone else's money because it steals from the poor the most. Inflation is the worst tax on the poor. And it's a tax. Don't ever forget that. Inflation is a tax. It's just a hidden tax that they don't have to approve. But every time they inflate the currency, they are taxing you. Your money is worth less. Your buying power goes down. Oh. Anyway, I highly recommend you study real economics, not Keynesian stuff, but Mises and Austrian economics. It's a little bit more legit, even though I'm not into a gold policy, but whatever. Okay, so anyway, today, before we get all off on that topic, we got 20 minutes to get into water rice weevil. Okay, so first off, what the heck is a water rice weevil? So let's go over to the worst, most incredible source. Incredible. Maybe that's what that means. Incredible source. How do I search this? Why is there not a search bar? Do I have to go? I have to go to the main page. There's not even a search bar here. They don't let you search Wikipedia anymore. No, it's probably some. Oh, there it is. Water rice weevil. Is that how it's spelled? Yeah. Weevil, bro. Weevil. There's a wheat weevil. There's a maize weevil. Let's just look up weevil. Oh, species such as rice weevil. Okay. So weevils are these guys. Weevil, bro. Look at that. Doesn't that thing look evil? It's covered in like moss or something. I don't know. It actually looks pretty cute. Huh, I never knew what a weevil was before this. That is interesting. Let's see. It's a super family. I wish I belonged to a super family. Curculioidea. You know I don't do Greek things or Latin things. Curculioidea. It's known for its elongated snouts. Okay, so if you got a bug with an elongated snout, look at that elongated snout. You could just say it's a weevil. That's the super family, bro. It's the weevil. They're usually smaller than a 1/4 inch in length. If you find a weevil bigger than that, call the police. And herbivorous. So they mostly eat plants. Watch out for the carnivorous ones. They're probably dogs, miniature dogs. Approximately 97,000 species of weevils are known. They belong to several families. There's the true weevils. Yo, wait, true weevils. Oh, look at that snout. That is a true weevil if I've ever seen one. And then there's bark beetles. These guys are like not true. Look, it looks like more like a hippopotamus. Biscuit weevil, maize weevil, boll weevil. Look at all these weevils. Oh, rice weevil. Okay. Rice weevil. Look at that guy. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to click on that and just go to rice weevil because that's primarily what he's talking about. It attacks several crops, including wheat, rice, and maize. I bet you it does more than just attack seeds of several crops. I mean, I bet you it does good things too, but they're just like, they're just like, it attacks this. We better kill it. It's like, well, it's more like keep it in balance. I bet you it's doing something good for you as well.
Maybe not. Maybe they're just evil. Because there's evil in their name. We evil, bro. How you trying to say we nice? We evil. Okay. But let's look at these. Oh, look at these. These are like hippopotamus looking ones. This rice weevil, he has bigger claws. You can tell he's more evil. And then he also has better posture. He puts his legs under. This guy, not as flexible. Doesn't do as much yoga. Doesn't sit on the floor when he eats. Okay, there's all this comparison. Biology. Oh, it emerges from inside a grain of rice. Oh my gosh, look at that. So if you ever are cooking your rice and you see these things, you're eating Weevils. Those are the things that always happen in my rice when I store it too long. Huh. They're more ubiquitous than you think. Okay, so control. We're gonna see what Wiki Misinformationpedia has to say. It says control of weevils involve locating and removing all potential infested food sources. So you have to starve them out. Seems to be a pretty popular thing these days. Rice weevils in all stages of development can be killed by freezing infested food below 18°C or 0 Fahrenheit. So I guess if I was wanting to store my rice for longer term, maybe I should just put all my rice in a bag and then freeze it below 0 for a period of 3 days. Seems okay. Maybe I'll do that. Or heating it to 140 Fahrenheit for a period of 15 minutes. I don't know. Then I'd always have toasted rice. Rather have frozen rice, I think. But if I just freeze it for 3 days, I could kill the weevils, so we could actually... So, you know, in addition to that, you know, if you want to get rid of the weevils... Oh, man, I have this piercing headache. It's wild. It just hits me. Ugh. Okay, so yeah, you can either freeze it or heat it to get rid of them. This is the control for doing it. But they don't say about how to take care of them in the field or anything. This is just like locating and removing their infested food sources. So starve them out, bro. Okay, so that's what Wikipedia has to say. We now know what we're looking at. These are these rice weevils. Look how beautiful that is. Doesn't he look friendly? Why are we killing him? So let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to this other screen here. We'll come back to this one and let's see what Mr. Young Song Cho has to say about these rice weevils. Oh man, piercing headache. Okay, so his recipe right here is mix 3 liters of Jadam soap in 5 liters of water and stir well. So this is a 3-to-5 ratio of well-stirred soap water. So it's going to be a pretty darn soapy solution. Take note, take note. Then add in 0.5 liters of sulfur and stir. Then add in 3 liters of canola oil and mix with a drill, manual or electrical, for 10 minutes. So you're going to add your soap or your soap and your water, 3 to 5. Then adding 0.5 sulfur and then 3 canola oil and mix with a drill. So you're going to make this soapy, oily, soupy solution. You're just going to put that stuff in there. Oh, I got to sneeze. Hang on. Hope that COVID ain't coming back, man. I'm just trying to get healthy, man. Trying to get healthy. Okay, so you're gonna mix this stuff together and stir it with a drill. I'm assuming you don't just mix it with the drill. I'm assuming you use like a drill stirring bit, kind of like what you'd use like a mortar mixer bit. You know, I don't think you just put the drill in the water and stir it with it. Pretty sure you use the drill to like hook something to it and stir it in there, but you know, it's not that clear. Maybe, you know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I need that level of detail and clarity. But like, take the drill and I'm putting the drill in there and stirring it with the drill. I'm like, why isn't this working very well? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it just means, use like a mortar mixing bit and use just that part in the water and leave the drill above and just stir it. Pretty sure that's what it means. So it says the recipe that I just read. Oh God, this piercing headache is just insane. It's just like right behind my right eye, just like piercing into me. Insanity. Maybe I need to drink more water. Okay. So, oh man. Okay, I can do this. So 13 more minutes. I got this. Okay. Okay, so it says the above is a water surface spreading agent. Rice, water wheels, oh man, it's affecting my ability to read. Sorry. Oh, okay. Water rice weevils inhabit in dikes of the rice paddy. So I guess they're chilling on the water. And so this formula you just made spreads on the surface of the water. Maybe that's why you put the oil in there and stir it in so it floats. And so if they go there, they're going to get coated. It says first apply 500 liters or 132 gallons of water plus the mixture that you've made. So you make that mixture and then you mix that mixture into 500 liters, okay? So you stir it well, you do that, you stir it for 10 minutes, those things. Then you mix that into 132 gallons of water. Then it says, apply that once or twice on the dikes of the rice paddy early in the morning. Transplant the rice, then sprinkle the above surface spreading agent undiluted once or twice on the water's surface. Make it new every time you use. Use soft water. 1 liter can cover a quarter acre. So I think that's the undiluted stuff they're saying. 1 liter can cover a quarter acre if your rice already is flooded, I think. Add a pinch of sea salt. I don't know. It doesn't say pinch of sea salt. Drill a hole in the lid of a plastic bottle, put the liquid on it, shake the bottle to apply the pesticide. You can use 20 liters, like a 5-gallon backpack sprayer. Take out the nozzle and sprinkle. Use repeatedly when infestation is serious. So I think he's talking about just, how to disperse it. Like you just kind of make like a squirt bottle and you just kind of squirt it out, kind of just all over, just squirt it out. Instead of just dumping it and making it go, you just kind of squirt it. And or you use a backpack sprayer and just kind of shoot it without making it mist. This headache is insane. Wow. Oh, okay. I'm going to make it. I swear. I'm going to make it. Thanks for your support. Everyone tuning in, man. I missed that. I took off last week, man. Whoa. Piercing. Okay, I'm just not going to complain anymore. Okay. So, if we look at the pictures here, number one, can I get this close enough? I can't see what I'm seeing because my screen is right below. Okay. So that first picture there, this one here, says damage done by the rice weevil. Then this one is the soap and water. This one is adding the sulfur. This one is adding the oil and stirring it. This one is surface spreading agent completed, so it should look like that coagulated kind of stuff. This one is sprinkling on the surface. So they're just sprinkling it. You see, they're just kind of putting it and it's making that white film on top. So they're definitely doing this in a flooded rice field. Then this is the thing starting to spread on the surface. This is it going. That's it. We're treated, I think. What does it say? Yeah. And basically what it does is it spreads over a wide area and it makes kind of a film on the surface. So you're taking this stuff, you're shaking it up, and you're just making a film. And I guess if you do this in the morning, Yeah, it says in the early morning. So I guess that, it depends what you think is early morning. But I would say it's like right when the sun's rising. I would say like, so just like, regular morning. Transplant the rice and then sprinkle it above the surface agent, undiluted once or twice on the surface. So he's saying first dilute it with water and then put it out in the early morning. Then transplant the rice, then sprinkle it above undiluted, kind of squirt it undiluted in there. Because I think maybe the first time there's no water in there. Maybe there is water. I don't know. I'm not very competent in rice farming. But anyway, regardless, here's the thing. And it's basically a surface spreading agent. So if you have these things, one of the first solutions we talked about when I started getting into the solutions was the smoker, the herbal smoker. And it was talking about smoking out the greenhouse. So these ideas of just having it spread naturally, either a surfactant spreading on the surface or the herbal smoke going in the air to spread these things around, you got to make it easy, right? If it's easy, you'll do it. And this sounds pretty easy, but maybe I made it more confusing. Maybe I made it less confusing. The general idea is that soap combined with sulfur combined with oil will stick or spreader and spread on things and then cover the surface and spread out and do these things. And you will get good results. So that's recipe number 2. So we've now covered number 1, number 2, number 8, number 13, and number 15, I reckon, if my memory serves me correctly. But let's get into, so any questions on that? No. It's good. I got it. I'm just not going to complain, and you won't know that there is a piercing headache behind my right eye. So we got, so number 3, we'll cover one more, and then, I think we can do this in 7 minutes. So we got pest control solution for rice. This is effective against brown plant hopper, Asiatic rice borer, armyworm, rice leaf roller, rice blast, rice sheath blight, smut. And this gets rid of smut. Awesome. And stink bugs, etc. So now we know how to get rid of all the smut. It's this one. I think what he means by smut is like the black powdery mildew type stuff. I don't know. Or black, whatever. Because smut has many meanings. So this one, number 3 here. Number 3 is the soap at 5 liters, the sulfur at 2 liters, Jerusalem artichoke herbs at 5 liters, and Korean pasque flower root at 5 liters. So you're using 2 of those herbal solutions. So if you remember a couple episodes back, I talked about the herbal solutions. And you basically, we can go to the book for that, but I don't know if we need to review those. Yeah, why not? The basic idea here is that to make these herbal pest solutions here, you take the plant. So in this case, you're using Jerusalem artichoke, and you gather that plant, enough of it. You fill a pot with the plant material to cover it with water. Fill it with plant material and cover it with water. Then boil it until half the water remains, and then filter it in small bottles while it's still hot. But you're going to need 5 liters of this to do the 500 or 132 gallon recipe. So that is 1.3 gallons. So you're going to need a pretty big pot. At least though it is at a 2.6 gallon pot. If you're going to start and then boiling it down, you probably need a 3 gallon pot to make this, to make enough to make a 500 liter to do this. Make that, and then make the Korean pasque flower root things. And if you don't, you can look up what analogs of those things are, but you basically boil those down, make those herbal solutions in addition to your soap and sulfur. And then you mix these ingredients into 500 liters of water. If pests and or disease infestation is serious, increase the soap and Korean pasque flower root solution to over 10 liters. So if you have a really bad infestation, make it twice as strong. You can use only Korean passiflower root herbal solution and take out Jerusalem artichoke. No need to increase the Jerusalem artichoke. So apparently you don't even need the Jerusalem artichoke. You just you can just use the Korean passiflower root. I don't know why he says the second thing then. Interesting. For black stink bugs, use over 10 liters of soap and over 15 liters of Korean passiflower root herbal solution. So if you're going for black stink bugs, you really need to increase the herbal solution and the soap. So it's 3 times as much as normal of the herbal solution, only twice as much as the soap. And then for leaf blight, use over 12 liters of soap and over 2.5 liters of sulfur. So if you're attacking a leaf blight, something that's more leafy, you're going to need more sulfur and more soap. And then if you add 0.5 kilos of very fine red clay powder, it increases its effectiveness. So why 1.5 kilos of very fine red clay powder? Because the clay powder, when you spray it on things, it sticks, and then the clay powder has magnetic abilities to pull these things toward them, and it sticks even better, and you get even better adherence and stickiness. So adding clay powder into your pesticides can help it stick to the plant better and use magnetic properties to enhance the killing ability. Killbility. I'm a killbilly. You can replace it with a fine rock powder, but the type of rock may not mix well in the pesticide. So if you don't have clay, you can use very fine rocks. Again, rocks have magnetic properties. Good luck putting those through your sprayer, though. Do a mixture test prior to make sure it is safe. So I talked about mixture tests, talked about these things, the way to do it, all the things, but he's basically suggesting these different things. I don't know why this is just, one thing. I guess it's his general heading is just pest control solution for rice. You would think each of these would be broken out differently because he gives this recipe here and then he modifies it in this paragraph here. You'd think each one of those would be like separate, broken out, so that you could be like, okay, I know this, I know that, and I'm not going to do this. But anyway, pests you can control with these solutions were black stink bugs, rice blast, which is like kind of like this fungus spotty thing here. Looks like they call that rice blast. I have that on a few plants. Also, vinegar would just increase that. But anyway, this is the nuclear bomb method. Rice sheath blight, where your rice kind of spotting up there. Larvae of rice moths. So these, if you ever see these caterpillars and stuff out there, you can nuke those guys with these solutions. Earth mite. The mite of the earth is going to be killed by this. Rice leaf roller. So I get banana leaf rollers. Maybe I could kill these with that. But also I just maybe just increasing the soil fertility and increasing the plant vitality would I don't want to have to kill everything. It can just naturally come into balance. Smut. Oh, there's a picture of smut. So I don't know. Can you show you smut on YouTube? Apparently you can. Unless this episode gets demonetized and goes against the community standards for smut. I don't know. And then rice blast, which just looks like the rice getting, kernels getting discolored. And then the last one is a brown plant hopper, which kind of looks like a moth to me. But a rice plant hopper, I don't know. But it'll kill all those things. But obviously there is different formulations in there. But if you start to understand, what I was talking about there and go through, replay the thing and get this together, you can understand how he's modifying his solutions, right? You're adding more sulfur for certain things, more herbs for other things. The sulfur tends to be more of a fungicide thing. although it does kill pests. And the herbal solutions, especially from poisonous plants like Korean passflower root, tends to be very poisonous. So if you have a hard to kill pest, you need to add more of it. And then you also sometimes need to increase the soap to make the absorbability, to break the hydrophobic boundaries things have, you know. And then if things aren't, you're having trouble breaking that hydrophobic thing, then you add clay into there, so then it'll magnetically pull it closer to the pest or the plant or whatever you're trying to do. So hopefully by reading this number 3 recipe and then seeing these modifications, you can kind of understand his system for this and understand like how is he going about killing different things, why different formulations, why is it all mattering. So hopefully this is useful to you. You know, Some Madaj, Young Song Cho, translated by Ray Yoon. You know, Madaj, Jadam, look for it, get it. You know, probably better to get the book and read, because I'm just reading this stuff and it's pretty confusing, but you probably can slow this down, put it in like 0.25, and I'll be like, this is the, I don't know. Anyway, you know, YouTube, you can change the speed on it and whatever. I'm not sure it'll help you learn better if it's slowed down that much, but maybe. But hopefully you can see how he's formulating, why he's formulating. And again, you know, the whole thing, office hours, teaching you more in-depth how and why to formulate things certain ways, do certain things. Hopefully you're starting to understand the system as a holistic thing, understand that Jadam has the killer things that you should probably avoid if you follow Master Cho's ways to do growing more robust plants, especially once you get your soil microbiome in there. But happy to answer questions. I'll be back next week. What is it going to be? April 14th, next Sunday. Yeah, hopefully, you know, you're having a good week. Plants are growing well. Animals are healthy. Children are doing well. Grandparents are awesome. Parents are awesome. Yourself's awesome. You know, for the next 7 generations, grandchildren, you know, I know we got all kinds of folks, grandchildren. I don't know if anyone can check that box yet, but you know, 7 generations are happy and healthy and doing well because of this information. So like, share, subscribe, and realize that you're an awesome person, and that if you focus on your awesomeness, it will be better. And with that, look, my headache's kind of gone. Maybe it's just because I kept talking about it. If I don't focus, I focus on the good. It's great. So cool. Love you. Awesome. I'm going to put this thing to the stream finish screen. Again, Peer KNF, check them out. Become a member. Be at the next meeting. It's going to happen next Sunday. It is next Sunday. It's after this meeting. It's like at 2 p.m. Hawaiian Standard Time instead of 9 a.m. But we still will have office hour. And then, so you get a double dose of KNF that day if you're a member. Look forward to seeing you. Goof, Cheryl, Chuck, Cecily, Chris, everyone that's members, look forward to seeing you. Yeah, I already feel better. It's amazing, Mark. It must have been your good thoughts and vibes. Yeah. Okay, cool. Anyway, lots of good stuff. I love y'all. See ya. Thanks, Aaron. Yeah, cool. All right, Printer Bear, thanks. Rainbow Possum. Smut's delicious. Yeah, just the right type of smut. Okay, all right. With that, peace. I'm out.